Hey guys, Anthony 4x4 Diesel. We're just going to provide you a bit more information on this unit here, the AutoFix OM126. This is basically a device you'd use to read and clear DTCs, diagnostic trouble codes. So this is more for someone that maybe hasn't got a phone, or they don't always carry their phone, or they don't trust the apps on the phone or whatever, and you want to have a wide device to be able to read and clear codes. Of course, you can plug this one into any vehicle with that ODB2 port from, they say, from 1996 onwards, but I'm not going to absolutely guarantee you that because I'm not the manufacturer. I'm just telling you what I know. Usually it's going to work. See, it says there OBD2, EOBD, and CAN. Okay, so CAN. Anyway, what you do is you've got an engine light. Let's just imagine you've had an engine light come up. This is a Toyota Prado, okay, Toyota Prado 150. So if you hold the plug, see if I get this right for you, with the wide side to the top, or to the bottom actually. Yeah, these ones I think are to the bottom. I might be remaking this video if I get it wrong, because the 120 and the 150 Prado are opposite. One's like that, one's like that. And of course, it's one of those things I can't remember. It's a bit like the bonnet release and the fuel release, right? They're both here, 1, 2. Which one's which? Well, if I stop and think about it, I know the one on the right's the fuel release because it's closest to the door. That's the one you use the most, okay? So this one would pop that. The inside one will pop the bonnet, right? The further one in, least used. It's a bit the same with the plugs. So I'm pretty sure on the 150 Prado, the wide part of the plug goes to the bottom. And if you were to look and reach directly under that bonnet release, straight up in there, it'll just gently push in, and there you go, it fires up straight away. Okay, now I'm not an expert on these, I'm just sharing the information, what I know, so you can see what it is and what it might be able to do for you. So there it is, it's connected, it's powered up, and it's charging whatever you like. There is an external charger you can plug in to do that, but it will work, I believe it'll work and charge off the lead as well, because there it is, it's fired up, and it goes on and off automatically when you plug it in. So this is a device you can keep in any car or keep at home, and whether it's you or your friend's car, they've got an engine light, you can scan it. It's got onboard data about the code and what it is generally, see, DTC lookup, which is handy if you're in a remote area where you haven't got phone service and you need to know information about what's going on with this vehicle. Now, I do like the Bluetooth unit, the 3210. We're using that. I think that's my preferred unit. I'm just showing you another option that's around about the same pricing value for money. Okay, so let's hit the button to get all the noises and bips happening. Okay, light up the dash. Beware while it's like this, you are draining your battery, so don't do this for a long time, or do it for a long time and leave it that way. You should charge the battery or run the engine, or have the engine running while you do this. But for the sake of the argument, the exercise, for the moment, we're just going to leave the key on the engine off. Okay, so let's press on that screen there. We're not going to go through setup or whatever. We're going to go on OBD2, we're going to go enter. Okay, we're going to use our arrows here, just having a play around. Okay, so you see where we went. I'll go back out again, right? So exit, yeah, exit, oh yeah, enter. Right, so you're on that first screen. If you wanted to, let's actually see, I think there's probably another screen as well, actually, if we go past it. Oh no, that's it. Okay, so OBD2, enter. It does its communicating, gives us a little bit of info. It says data stream supported, 23, so there must be 23 parameters. Let's go and find where they're at. Okay, so I'm going to go down, I'm going to go ECU1, and I'm going to press enter. Read codes, we're not going to read codes, we're not going to erase codes. Data stream, that's the one we want if you want to look at data. This is the other useful part of this equipment. It's not just reads and clears codes, you can view all your data. So let's have a look what's there and check what the refresh rates are like. You can have a look and work it out for yourself. Okay, so it's loading all that data. So all your readings are going to be what they are at the moment. Let's start the engine on this vehicle. All right, so just give me a sec to get the brake pedal depressed and okay, hopefully you can still hear me with the engine running. Okay, so you've got your data right there. So Engine coolant temperature is 40 degrees, so it's fairly cold. That's why your load reading's up. So there's two handy readings to look at. We'll just use the arrows here and press down. Okay, engine coolant, intake manifold pressure. Okay, so that is basically that's your boost, if you like, right? Intake manifold absolute pressure, map. That's your map reading. Okay. What else have we got? Engine RPM. You got the vehicle speed, okay, which is obviously 0 at the moment. So if you wanted to check if your speedo is accurate and whatever, we can tell you that already. But you know, this is direct from the ECU, accurate vehicle speed, okay. And on the Bluetooth, the 3210, this is something you can have on that app on your phone screen live, where this is, you know, it's got a lead. You're kind of not going to leave this thing plugged in all the time. It's a bit untidy, right? So it's more of a temporary plug-in to check codes, clear codes, or have a look at data like this. Now you can see the refresh rate on the engine RPM is pretty quick, because I will point out that some of the readings are a bit slow to refresh. So let's get through them. Vehicle speed, air intake temperature, so that's the temperature of the air coming in intake. I'm not going to describe them all to you, you can figure out what they are. Let's get through it a bit quicker. Airflow rate, that's the mass airflow sensor, grams a second. Throttle position, OBD, time since engine start, yep, you can see how long it's been. Fuel rail pressure, that is actually refreshing really quickly on the data stream, which is good. That's virtually instant, probably half a second. Okay, it's got your EGR position, interesting to know. So by the looks of it, every vehicle, or this unit may have slightly different data to what the 3210 shows you. So let's keep looking through, because we did a video on the 3210 not long ago. So you should be able to refer to that one to see what parameters are available there, and then compare to what parameters are available here depending what you want. I'd suggest most of them are similar, but just going from memory, it seems like there may be some that are a little bit different. Number of engine warm-ups since DTC cleared. Distance travelled, so 20,000 k's ago and 255 starts ago there was a DTC or a scan tool plugged in for some reason. Can sometimes put that setting up. The barometric pressure, the control module voltage. Okay, so this is your actual alternator voltage, right? And that'd be around about what it is at the moment. See how much it fluctuates, jumping around all over the joint. Okay, accelerator pedal position, command throttle actuator control, commanded throttle actuator control. Engine time while mill is on. No, because we've got no engine light, right? So that's it, and then back to the top. So they're all your readings. We've been through that. What else can you do with this thing without getting complicated? So that's view all items here, select items. So enter. You can obviously select and deselect the ones you want. Let's just quickly go through in case there were any there not selected. You know, it would seem that they were all there, okay? View graphic items. Ooh, okay. Enter. Right, okay, so that's how you select and deselect. Yeah, not too sure what's going on there now. So you can, if you've seen enough and you decide this is what you want, you can play with it. We're gonna, basically what I'm doing now, freeze frame, okay, enter. Does not support freeze frame data. It does have it, but, well, O2 sensor test, onboard monitoring, test or component, I don't think, I've got a feeling not supported exactly, right? So just be aware. Vehicle information, enter. Vehicle identification number, so you could probably read your VIN number and that if we went into it and stuff like that. No need to prove that. So the main thing is read codes, okay, read codes, enter. There's not going to be any codes. No fault codes. Read codes, erase codes, and data stream are going to be your main functions for a unit like this. I hope that's helped. Let's go into this one and see what happens. Right, onboard monitoring, enter. Let's see if it's any different. No, it doesn't support. Okay, test or component, enter. No, okay. Exit, enter. What else we got? Okay, hang on. We'll have a quick look here. Okay. Right. Just, this is pretty well useless setup, you know, pretty well useless waste of time. Okay, so you can change your language, units of measure. You can turn the, someone said, can you turn the beep off? Enter. Off. Enter. Let's see. Look at that. No beep. So I said, yes, you can turn it off. So if you don't want something like this sitting on your dash, obviously you're not going to have this sitting on your dash, but you don't want your phone up and you want a standalone unit with a cord, maybe this is something for you. We'll do a separate video. There's another unit we've got here that's kind of next level up. It's worth about twice as much as this. I think this one's around about the 130, 140 mark, and there was an introductory special just in the first week on Oz Prado Crew if you were interested in one of these at a small discount. There was even some free delivery, but I think that's finished. And on the 9000, I think they retail about 250. But the one thing I noticed last time I played with this, I thought the fuel pressure was a bit of a, something was slow to update, but it seems to be okay this time. So it just goes to show, right? Let's turn the beep back on just to get your attention. There we go, right? So you can definitely turn the beep off. I didn't answer that question correctly. Background, change the background, okay. Day mode, night mode, we'll go day mode, enter. Oh yeah, there's day mode, we're on night mode, there you go. Look at that, bada bing. And of course you can look up your DTCs, enter. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, it's going to take me too long to punch in numbers, I can't be bothered, but there you go. Exit, what else we got? Review, what's that going to do? Review DTC, okay, let's have a look, see if it, no, nothing recorded. Anyway, tool info, okay, enter, version, hardware, whatever, serial number, exit. Anyway guys, I hope that's helped. What I'd like to say is everybody should have some sort of device. Everybody should have some sort of device that can read and clear DTCs, right? And that's what I'm trying to say, because a lot of people do make contact with us. Oh, you know, we've got an engine light, whatever, it's lit up like a Christmas tree, lights flashing, and they're all worried. I can't help you without a number. So if you haven't got something that can read that DTC, diagnostic trouble code, and if you happen to be somewhere where you can't get internet, you got me on the phone, on a text or whatever, but you got no internet, then you need to be able to go to this lookup area here, and you can punch it in and it'll tell you about, at least you know what area to look, you know. It might say, let's give an example, it might say, oh, I can't remember the code. Look, it might go P0400. If you get that one, just clear it and drive, you know. It's a good code to have, just quietly, you know. If it happens every 20 Ks, you've got a bit more of an issue, but with this you can clear it and keep driving, it won't hurt anything. You might get a P1251, it's a turbo fault code, comes up every now and then, and there's not necessarily anything wrong, you know. Just had a little brain fart, if you like, you know. You just need to clear it because you're in limp mode, you've got no engine power. So with a device like this, it solves your problem. I'm not saying you have to get this one or not or something else. I'm just showing you this is the one that I've been given to have a look at and have a play with, and I'm giving the information as I see it. Personally, I'm using the AutoFix Bluetooth unit, the 3210, and I'm quite happy with that. Of course, I invite them to increase the parameters available for us to read. That would be awesome, and I can even make some suggestions for AutoFix, and I will like it even more. Alright guys, thanks for watching. You know the deal. If you haven't already, if you got something out of it, give us a thumbs up. Look forward to seeing in a comment as well. Have you got something that read DTCs? Have you got something? And what have you got? And has it been handy for you? Also, if you haven't already, subscribe. We've got more important information coming your way. When you're done, guys, you just unplug it, right? So I'll try and hold the screen there for you. And you just gently, very gently, wiggle and pull. Bada bing, right? There it is. Simple as that. The precaution is avoid cheap units. Sometimes these plugs, if they're not the best quality, they can damage the pins on down there as well. So you need to keep it nice, gently, square, just gently. Never force anything. Nice and gently, you know, just gently, nice and square. And don't force anything, okay? But with these, the plugs look quality. It's a reputable brand and you shouldn't have any issues. Bada bing, bada boom. Catch ya.